This was us, our headquarters, and our houses were like exactly like this. Seemed like it was bombed. As I'm by the river, I can't help but recall the time when many people died in my province, in Leyte. So much debris, so many dead people around. Water levels rose 8 to 10 feet. The water came in 1 kilometer. At least 7,000 people dead. You know, friends, volunteers that we knew missing. So sad. Wow, campaigning in rough winds. Wow, scary. It was so sad that Haiyan could hit a very poor region, and I could imagine the impact on the livelihoods of people already poor, so that was very painful. I saw the hunger of the sugar workers, of the farmers. I saw children without food and almost despair among the people. I can imagine if a big wave's coming. Yeah. My country, the Philippines, is in Southeast Asia. We are one of the poorest in the world. And according to the World Disaster Index, we are second in the world. I have been working in this development work and the DRR, Disaster Risk Reduction programs for the past 36 years. We do capacity building for poor and vulnerable communities. We teach them disaster preparedness. We simulate evacuation drills. We have livelihood programs so that when the disaster strikes, they have food. This rice mill was given a year and a half after Taifun Haiyan. This is very convenient and appropriate for them because they don't have to bring their rice grains to the town center, which is about an hour away. We planted 365 hectares of trees, and then we planted around 7 hectares of mangroves as a natural protection, natural barrier. Our organization, the Leyte Center for Development, support these people with some sort of livelihood project. So now we are in a fish cage so that they can somehow add to their meager income. We served 23,000 families from more than 100 communities. I felt it was my obligation as a woman, as a leader, as a development worker, for my people not to go abroad and share our experience, to be able to get support. I'm here to attend the COP23, and it's an opportunity to share issues and concerns in my country, in the Philippines. And its main goals are to bring people, organizations together to get governments and the main polluters to reduce their emissions. It's all about that. When you come to think of it, the main polluters of the world are the big companies, are the industrialized countries, and they emit the most greenhouse gases. They do it for profit. It's all about money. Those who bear the brunt are the poorer countries because we have less coping up capacity. The solution is a strong people's movement, social movement, to really put pressure. Because on their own, you think they will volunteer to reduce their profit? We don't think so. But the Philippines is composed of many islands. So it's really frightening to think about the glaciers now melting due to climate change and sea levels rising. So we're not sure. We experienced storm surge, water surge during Taifun Yolanda. And it rose 8 feet to 10 feet. And we never experienced that before. Taifun Haiyan really changed a lot in me because it made me realize climate change is very real and the destruction to our environment is very real, and so we will expect stronger typhoons, especially our region being in the typhoon belt of the Philippines. In fighting for climate justice, we're fighting a worldwide enemy, not only in one country, but in many countries. So as I always say, people of the world have to unite. The youth of the world have to unite so we can work for a better future.
We are very proud and we are very honored that we are able to speak to one of those women who have been doing a lot of work to fight climate change. Please welcome Minet Aguisanda-Jerusalem.
It was only Haiyan for me that made us bend on our knees because we lost everything that we saved up through the years. How will we serve when we are like this? So at that moment that I was tempted to just pack my bags and leave, I felt I couldn't turn my back on my people. I said, it's unfair. I don't think this is the kind of world that God would want us to live in. This is not justice. We decided to stay on for many others who were in a far worse off condition compared to us. Fear has two meanings. First is forget everything and run, or face everything and rise. After Typhoon Yolanda, many people were enthusiastic to learn about climate change. It's made me more determined and committed to help poor and vulnerable communities in my part of the world. As an environmentalist, it made me realize all the more we have to organize and educate more people on our advocacies to save more lives. I spent the most productive years of my life in this work, and until I still can, maybe when I'm old, until I still can walk, and I will still be doing this advocacy and this work. I never want any other career. If my life had a flashback, I will still choose the same path, the same track I've taken. Life is not worth living if you don't have something worth dying for. And in my job, I have found something worth dying for.